Do you crave exciting sports takes and news? Fed up with the same old boring voices you hear on the radio? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you just might be a TBloomaholic. Lucky for you, it's time for another episode of the TBloom Talk Show, the #1 sports podcast in the world. Settle in, my TBloomanites, because another episode starts right now. Live from TBloom headquarters, here's your host, TBloom.
Hello, Sir Charles.
What is going on? Why do I not hear you through my headphones? What the? Technical difficulties. Bear with us.
What's going on? I mean, what the fuck? What? What is it this time?
I wish I could tell you right now, bud. I'm not sure.
Get it together, Sir Charles. This is another episode of the TBloom Talk Show. We're back in action. I'm your host, TBloom. That's that fucking shit stain over there, Sir Charles VIII, and that god-awful, ugly jacket and cup. I can't stand it. I won't have it. You need to take it off right now if we go any further in this podcast.
Oh, come on.
I'm just kidding. I'm fucking hurt, Sir Charles.
I understand. I would be too. I understand. Hell of a game,
it's one thing to lose, but in that fashion.
That was ugly.
I mean
beautiful, but ugly.
We'll break down the game in a second. We'll go in order. I got my list going right here. Let me get it going. But yeah, welcome back to the TBloom Talk Show. A hell of a week one, first Sunday in the books, and we hit the ground running.
Yes, we did.
It was fun for some, and it was miserable for others. But at the end of the day, there's no other time period I'd rather have, win or lose, or getting whooped, whatever the case may be. Football season's back, and I'm happy for it. I think we're better for it.
Oh yeah, it's a good time. It's an exciting time. I mean, 3 out of 7 days a week you got football. We got 2 Monday night games coming. I mean, it's a good time. Yep, fucking September.
The plan today is we'll go over every game on Sunday and of course that Monday night game, and we'll kind of break down what we think of each game, what we thought good, what we thought went well, what we thought went bad, what we thought just all our opinions on all the games and all the teams so far. And then at the end, we'll go ahead and give our Thursday night football predictions for tomorrow.
I like it.
Sound good?
We have opinions on these games. That's for damn sure. It's only 1 week, but we're going to overreact. We're going to underreact. There's going to be all kinds of bullshit. It's going to be great.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we will.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's go ahead and start off with the Panthers versus the Falcons.
All right.
Bryce Young, first game as a rookie.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get to see any of that? I mean, obviously we were watching our game, but
I mean, I watched some of it. I don't know. Bryce Young, he looked like a rookie quarterback. That's for sure. Where not every rookie necessarily looked. I mean, all these rookies looked like rookies on some level. Bryce Young might have looked most like a rookie out of what I saw. Kind of disappointed in the Panthers overall. Good God, the Falcons' run game is a scary, scary thing with Algier and Bijan Robinson. Oh my God, that's going to be a thing all year. They're going to win a lot of games just on the ground. They might be better than people think. Desmond Ridder is awful. I think we all figured that out pretty early.
You think so?
I think that's a real problem. That's the weak link, I think.
Not do very well?
15 to 18, but 115 yards, not pushing. He can't throw the ball down the field, it looks. I mean, just does not look like a NFL-level quarterback, I guess. I mean, Pitts with 2 targets, 2 receptions, 44 yards. Drake London, 1 target. I mean, what are we doing? I get we're running the ball a lot, but your quarterback's got to do more than throw to the receivers. Or the running backs. I'm sorry. I mean, you got to throw to the receivers. Can't just keep throwing. I mean, you can because they won, but it's not an exciting off. I mean, it is, but they don't move the ball through the air.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, especially when you got a guy like Kyle Pitts and Drake London, you'd like to see them, get the ball out to him a little bit more. And yeah, Absolutely. Like you said, 15 for 18 for only 115 yards. He did take care of the ball, so you got to give him props for that. But at the end of the day, a little underwhelming, but I mean, what else are you expecting from this Atlanta football team? They were built to run the ball. They have a line that this is what they were last year with Marcus Mariota. They have their identity, and it looks like they're going to stick with it. Maybe they'll open it up a little bit more as the season progresses, but they did enough to win, so you got to give them credit that way. As for the Carolina Panthers and Bryce Young, 38 attempts. I like to see that. Even though you don't get the
Yeah.
win, Bryce Young, he still made 38 passing attempts in his first game. And you got to think if he's going to be good, this is going to be, first step to getting there. So
You got to throw the ball. Practice is what gets there. So, yeah, I like this. They trust him, obviously. I mean, they're going to let him go out there and make his mistakes. And I'm a fan of that approach. I mean, I think it's a good way to learn. It sucks that I think Adam Thielen's pretty much done. He's a real bummer. I liked him a lot on the Vikings. He just doesn't look like the same player.
Yeah, and he doesn't have the same kind of quarterback. I know you hate Kirk Cousins,
Yeah.
but I mean, at the end of the day,
I don't
the guy
hate
can
him.
throw the ball a lot better than Bryce Young.
That is true.
Right now.
But right now, for sure. But, man, I think Algier is going to take a lot more of the workload than people thought. And, I mean, I know Bijan is very good, but he's not going to get that workload people were expecting. This is going to be a split backfield probably all season. And
yeah, I mean,
some people are going to be upset about that. Yeah, but some people will really expect Algier top pick or Bijan top pick. Going to get a lot of run. It's not going to happen. He's going to get his 12, 15 touches a game, but I don't know if he's getting more than that. So something to watch.
Yeah, I mean, he was fucking slated. Some people took him first overall in some fantasy teams, but
yes, they did. It's crazy.
Yeah, I wasn't really feeling that too much at all.
Yeah. I drafted Cooper Kupp in the first round, though. So fuck me. What do you know? What are you gonna do? It's a shame.
Well, I mean, he'll come back. And honestly,
he better Puka,
baby. I picked him up in our league.
I got him in our other league.
You got him in our. I picked him up in both leagues. All three. I tried to get them all.
I did too. I had 5th priority. You had 4th in the ESPN. So you got it right before me, and I had 2nd priority in our other league. And I mean, there was no other player, and I knew my brother already had the first priority had plenty of wide receivers, so I knew I was clear to put that claim in. I mean, talk about an electric player, man. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, dude, that guy came out of nowhere, and we'll skip that for later.
I was saying we got to save it. We'll get to that, but yeah, that's all I got for this game. Falcons are going to be good if they can keep running the ball like this.
Mm-hmm.
Until someone can stop them, I don't think they're going to change anything. So
no,
some bully ball from the Falcons.
Yep. And Bryce Young, I mean, it is what it is. First game, I didn't expect much out of him. He got a TD at least, 146 yards. I mean, he got his feet wet.
Yes, he did.
So, all right, let's move on to one of the more shocking games, the Bengals versus the Browns. I mean, holy shit. Talk about a shit show.
Dude, this was crazy. I mean, I know Joe Burrow didn't practice for 6 weeks. Holy shit, he looked like it. I mean, oh my God. T. Higgins, 8 targets, not 1 catch. Wow. I mean, 14 under 50% completion percentage for a quarterback of that caliber. I don't give a shit who you're throwing to. You can't do that. Shocking. Deshaun Watson still looks like shit. That doesn't kind of disappointing for the Browns. I mean, they won the game, obviously, but you're not going very far if that's how Deshaun Watson's going to play all season. I don't care what the rest of your team does. So Nick Chubb's going to Nick Chubb, and Elijah Moore's going to get some run, I think, finally with the Browns, which is cool to see because he didn't get a fair shake from the Jets last year after a really good rookie year. So he might become something. He might get his chance. Happy to see that. I
think you know the head on the coffin right there. I mean, the Bengals. Well, Joe Burrow not practicing for 6 weeks, like you said, he looked like it. The fucking torrential downpour didn't help either. I mean, that was a monsoon. Bad. It looked like out there.
Yep.
But I mean, this is AFC North football. No matter what teams are involved, whether they're slated to be good or bad or whatnot, you got to come to play every time you got a division game. And the Bengals did not come to play at all. And the Browns, they are built to run the ball, and if they can run the ball, it's hard for them to not win. And the Bengals couldn't stop the run. They couldn't get anything going on offense. And they are not a team that's made to be playing defensive battles with teams. They're a team that they're made to score 25 plus points a game. So, I mean, I'm not super shocked by the outcome. I know a lot of the nation is. I mean, the Cincinnati Bengals
can't be. Yeah. The Browns have their number. Too. I mean, the Browns have always kind of had the Bengals number.
Yeah, so, like I said, division game, and the Bengals, they don't start out very fast. If you think about
every year they do this. Yep,
they did not look. I think they were like 3-4 at one point to start off the season, and then they get these runs late in the season, and they really get it going, and that's when they hit their peak. But Shocking in a way, yes. Am I just absolutely fucking beside myself about it? No. And am I worried about the Bengals? No, not really.
A little bit, but not much. T. Higgins, them basically telling him he's not a part of our future plans, and then
Yeah,
just
what's
rolling him
up
out
with
there
all
for.
that? Well, I
Well,
didn't see
I
that. What
think
happened there?
so. Basically, he gave them a deadline to I need a contract extension by the start of the season, or I'm not going to worry about this during the season. And they basically told him they have no plans to extend him. Period. And they plan to let him walk after, which is crazy because
Wow.
I know you have to pay Chase, but T. Higgins is a number one receiver on a lot of teams,
Oh
and I'm
yeah.
kind of, I mean, for fantasy purposes, I'm very excited to see if he moves. I don't know. I think that's really bad news for Joe Burrow. I know Boyd is good, but might be Higgins last year for the Bengals. So
Well, it
he
sure
might be
sounds like
upset.
it. Maybe
Yeah,
they were saying, like, look, T, we'd love to bring you back, but we know your market, man. We're not going to be able to reach that. We got Chase coming up. I mean,
and
he's
they're the
obviously our
Bengals. I
guy.
mean, yeah,
And yeah, the Bengals, I don't know, man. I would not something I'd necessarily say to a receiver before the
no,
season.
no.
Yeah.
Like you know what? We'll revisit this after the season.
Yeah.
Because and then the
Something like
stat line
that.
just looks weird after that. I don't know, just a weird game. But yeah, the outcome didn't surprise me. The box score did. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, that was just
I mean, yeah, the
classic
Chiefs.
AFC North. I mean, fucking way to start off the season, Bengals. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
You guys really fucked that one. You guys are probably going to need that win for some playoffs down the line. But
it
like
maybe.
I said, I'm not worried about not to get into the playoffs, but seeding
Oh yeah,
wise.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. With Bills lost and Chiefs lost too, which is weird because they're kind of the big three in the AFC, and they
Right,
all
but
came out
instead
and
of
lost
being
week
tied
one.
with them, they could have been up
Yep,
above and
they
won
could have.
already.
Yep. That
So
this might keep any of those teams from getting the number one seed. Who knows? Maybe someone else just study. Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. Could be a
all
fun year.
right. So there's the fucking Browns and the Bengals. I'm not too worried about the Bengals. I'm not too high on the Browns.
No,
It is what it
don't
is.
overreact. This is an
Yeah.
underreact. Calm down, people.
Let's move on to the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Indianapolis Colts. This one was a bit of a shocker in the way Anthony Richardson kept his team in the game.
Yeah, yes, he did. He looked the most NFL ready out of any of the rookie quarterbacks, which is not what I expected. I mean, he sat in the pocket and threw the ball,
Oh
which
yeah. Yeah,
it was impressive. He's going to be a really good quarterback in this league.
Once
If
he
that's
puts
how
it all
he's starting
together,
out his career. Oh my God. Yeah, that's pretty scary.
yeah. I mean, you think about this division, they got Trevor Lawrence, they got Anthony Richardson, and see the Titans, and then the
Tannehill, you got
who's the fucking fourth team?
Colts, Jags, Titans.
Wow.
Oh, how?
Oh, well, technical difficulties, folks. Texans. There you go.
Texans. Thank you.
That's where I was going with.
Christ.
CJ Stroud. If you think if these are three young quarterbacks, Anthony Richardson, he looks like you just said, he looks like he's the most NFL ready right now. But if CJ Stroud can put it together, this might be a division that has three strong quarterbacks for the foreseeable future. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, that's right. Anthony Richardson, he put it together with the passing, like you said, 24 for 37, 223 yards, a TD, one pick, obviously. We knew that was coming.
Rookies.
And he had that 10 carries, 40 yards, and a TD. I mean, that's exactly the
almost
stat
two.
line.
If he wouldn't have got hit at the end of that game right there and left the game, I think he would have rushed in another touchdown too, which is, I mean,
could have been there. Yeah, I mean, this guy's at least, at best, he's already a viable fantasy option at QB.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Actually, I know for a fact B was making some wild trades. He was trying to trade for Zay Flowers after week one because Mikey lost Aaron Rodgers. Mikey told him to go fuck himself. But
I wouldn't trust any Baltimore receiver.
No, but I mean,
Zay Flowers is nasty.
He looked pretty nasty out there, but we'll get to that. But the Jags too. Trevor Lawrence looks amazing. ETN looks good. Calvin Ridley, holy shit, he might be a top 5 receiver again. Just like that. Good job picking him up, you fuck face. He was on my board, but you got him before me.
Love it. Almost traded him away.
Yeah, 153 points for you, by the way. Good job, week one.
Thank you, my good sir.
Score. It's good to see after coming in last year. A little parity. Both starting 2-0.
Yeah,
playing this week in the ESPN league, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah. On the Jacksonville Jaguars side, Travis Etienne, he had a pretty reasonable day. 18 carries, 77 yards in the TD. A little slow to start out, but he eventually got it going. I mean, yeah, this Jacksonville Jaguars team is picking up right where they started off last year, and being a very good offensive team. Their defense, although they did give up 21 points to a rookie, that kind of surprised me. I thought they'd get a little bit more, maybe 2 turnovers out of them, but maybe that's a testament to how well Anthony Richardson is prepared and ready to go in the NFL. Jacksonville 31-21 beat Indianapolis. I think this is something everyone saw happening. I want to shout out the Indianapolis Colts. I thought this would be a little bit more of a don't want to say a blowout, but a little bit more of a spread, maybe 17 points or something like that. And this was a game up until the very end. I mean, obviously
the box score doesn't reflect that, but the Colts were in this the whole time. This was not a gimme for the Jaguars at all, and a lot of people gave it to them like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Colts are going to win some football games with Anthony Richardson. He's going to have his down games. Don't get me wrong. There's a 40% completion percentage with 3 picks coming. But when he plays like that, especially if JT actually comes back week 5, there's some talk now. All of a sudden, they look decent. Oh, Taylor, I feel better. Maybe I'll
Is there talk coming out? Have you seen some stuff on that?
Yeah, they're starting to say that he's basically saying he's ready to play week 5 regardless of where he is. So it sounds like he's going to be playing for someone. This Colts team could, who knows?
They could make
a force. Yeah.
They could do some upsets, man. I mean, I don't like playing fucking rookie QBs who really have no expectations on them, who really have nothing to lose, especially guys like Anthony Richardson, who are as talented as they are and as big as that fucking guy is.
Yeah.
He's fucking walking 35 points in fantasy, and that's not something I want to go against.
There's a lot of tape on him in college, but people don't know what he's going to do with the NFL yet. So there's one game of tape now, but how much can you really know from? I mean, it's just hard to prepare for this guy in general this year. So I don't know. The Colts, they good pick with Anthony Richardson,
and with not much at receiver too, besides Michael Pittman Jr.
He had a good game too, man.
He did,
had a better game than he did all year last year.
8 receptions, 97 yards, and a TD. I mean, and this goes back. We think about what they had last year with Matt Ryan, in mobility, old. Pocket passer. Anthony Richardson, young, mobile as fuck.
Yes. Extremely.
Showed a little bit of pocket passing, but this guy's he's a running gunner. I mean, that's what he is. And that's the way he plays best. So it just goes to show that's all it really took for this Indianapolis team to potentially be successful. It goes back to what I was saying about, I think Matt Ryan was a stupid move for them last year.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Loosen it up a little bit. Play a little free, get out of the rigid, Yeah. Let the talent just do what the talent does and play football.
Also, a notable stat line, Josh Allen for the Jacksonville Jaguars, 3 sacks, tied for first. Isn't that funny? There's like 3 people tied for first.
I know. This is the guy that I remember when he was drafted, same year as Josh Allen. This is the Josh Allen that wasn't Josh Allen that was drafted the same year.
Who's the better Josh Allen?
That is after week 1. It's not the quarterback. I can tell you that much.
Definitely not the QB. Not after that fucking shit.
Not right now. So I'm excited about the Colts. I might have to play a couple games with them in Madden. We'll see.
You know what's funny? I just started a franchise with them in Madden last night.
That's funny. I just started the Packers one.
So here's how I do it. I started a Steeler one and where I play offense and defense, but I struggle to be consistent with moving the ball with the Steelers.
Oh, same with me with the Niners. They have great offensive weapons. The quarterback play just isn't there for me.
I need to have more reps on offense. Defense kind of comes natural for me a little bit.
Yeah.
But so I start off a franchise and I do an offline one. That way you can have multiple characters.
Yep. Same.
I make 3 teams. This time I got the Colts, I got the Giants, and I got the Chargers. And I'm
are you going to trade all the talent on one team and then just fucking I'm just kidding.
No, come on. I'm not fucking crazy.
You're not 12.
I'm not fucking crazy, dude. But yeah, I just play offense and I let the defense do what they do, and that gets me the reps I need on offense. It gets me more,
I need to do that, but honestly, I need reps on both sides of the ball, so I just got to play that full game.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. So, and I'm never gonna start. I'm never just gonna play defense. I'll tell you that right now.
God, no, because I'm gonna break. I'm gonna break TVs. I'm gonna break. Can you imagine? God. Like, all right, I've played 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, haven't scored it all.
0 to 20. Yeah.
Going
up, be heartbreaking.
Bombs, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have the fucking mental strength
do all that.
I'm gonna snap.
If I ever want to kill myself, that's how I'll start.
Oh, for sure. We're already about that. Yeah, one controller, probably for me abusing it because of this Madden. I had to throw it away. My start button went missing. It fell into the controller, and I lost my start button. So
You know that thing's an option button now? Kids are going to grow up nowadays and call it the option button.
I saw a whole fucking thing about this and it's bullshit. But yeah, apparently
why option? Just call it the start button.
Yeah, I threw the control at the ground too many times. The start button left. So yeah, gotta buy another one of those. Think about the Spider-Man one, limited edition. Why not? While we're at it.
Dude, you need to just get one of those old GameStop clear controllers with the cord. No. You know what I mean? Those little fucking $20 controllers that broke when I was little. That's
all I was allowed to have because of how many controllers.
Yeah, and that thing you had to be careful. You could just set it down the wrong way, and then all of a sudden,
yep, done.
You start playing Madden, your guy's just going left immediately every time. It's just like fuck. I can't even play a game.
Oh, the square button's stuck down again. Diving every time I get the ball.
Just diving every fucking time. Okay, let's move on. Man. Let's move to the Buccaneers and the Vikings. Another probably one of the more, I don't want to say the most, what's the fucking word I'm looking for? Surprising game, but definitely a shocker right here. The Bucs. I mean, Baker Mayfield, nothing to lose. The man played like a fucking animal.
You know what he has? He has 2 wide receivers that are good, and he's not in Cleveland. That's more than he's been able to say his entire. He's not in Cleveland, ladies and gentlemen,
or in Carolina,
which is another place where, unless you're Cam Newton, maybe Delhomme, I guess he was good for him, but you don't want Jake Delhomme. Good times.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's not where you want to be. I think he might have a sneaky good year this year, Baker Mayfield. But he's gotten older. He's calmed down a little bit. He's a veteran, seasoned quarterback, and he's got some weapons. That running game needs to pick up. But
right.
That running game looked really, really bad. But it looked bad last year too. And the Vikings are gonna Viking. Justin Jefferson's really good. The rest of the team isn't.
I mean, the story of this game is just the fucking turnovers. They could have easily won this game. They turned the ball over, I think, twice in the fucking red zone. And it's just shit like that. I mean, you cannot.
Vikings. Yeah,
Vikings. Viking shit. I mean, you mean to tell me Kirk Cousins 33 for 44, 344 yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception, which was absolutely just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think he also fumbled, if I'm not, or someone fumbled.
I was going to say, I thought he lost 2 turnovers through the game, but I could be wrong. I didn't watch that was red.
Yeah, he did. 2 lost fumbles. So 3 turnovers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. For Kirk
Even
Cousins.
worse. Yeah. See, this is what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
He can throw the ball, but he's just his awareness and like situational presence on a football field doesn't do it for him.
He doesn't do
like,
justice.
It's the same shit year after year. And it's just like, come on. Like some people don't learn, he's that good old boy who's just stuck in his ways. Like Brett Favre, he's going to chuck it when he wants to chuck it.
Yeah, but he ain't Brett.
No, but that's the problem.
But he ain't Brett.
Not Brett. I don't know if I've ever seen Kirk Cousins go out and win a game. Maybe, but I think it was as much the receivers as him. I mean, yes, there's been some plays, but I don't know. I don't ever think it was Cousins himself that.
It depends on what you mean by like go out and win a game. I mean, do you mean a game-winning drive, or do you mean having a just absolute crazy performance?
His play, I guess he's had some good stats, but I mean, like him making that one, like, oh my god, prime time, he shook the sack off, chucked it. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, you like that.
I know, but he doesn't do that, and that's the problem. He did it once, but. He's just that's not Kirk Cousins, and Vikings are trending downhill. Cook's gone. Madison isn't Cook.
No,
I don't like this team. Addison's going to be really good, but
I like their offense. I think Kirk's going to have his games.
He's going to be gone next. He's leaving next year. He's a free agent after this season.
Kirk.
Yeah. So I'm curious what
I'm talking about this year.
Yeah. Well.
So I mean, I think they're going to be pretty much what they were last year. I remember what we said when we went over, or what you said when we went over the NFC. What are these? The
one-score games, or whatever it was.
Minnesota Vikings, the NFC South.
Yeah.
What you said about the oh no, they're not the NFC South. What the fuck am I talking about?
NFC North, right?
NFC North. Yeah, I'm smoked. But yeah, like you said, there's so many fucking games where they won with close, and it was just that's not going to happen this year. No. Yeah. So I think in essence, they're the same team, but they're not going to get lucky every single game.
No, they're going to. I think they almost might get more of their fair share of bad luck this year just to make up for last year, because football gods, man, they have a way of just evening things out sometimes.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the story of this game is fucking Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers. I mean, just absolutely relentless energy. I mean, I know you've seen that clip of him running over what was his name? It wasn't Gardner Johnson. He pretty much was running the ball, ran over some freaking cornerback and told him to get big.
Yep.
Like,
yeah.
Get your weight
I told
up.
him that, yeah.
Get your weight up, bud. Yeah.
You gotta like Baker. He's like a Johnny Manziel that just kept it together and actually evolved a little
Didn't
bit.
Didn't do as many lines of cocaine. You know,
less
kind of
ecstasy.
Knew when to stop.
Yeah.
Knew when to lay off and go to
watched film. You know, if you haven't watched that Manziel documentary, you should. By the way, that is crazy.
I've seen clips. I do want to watch it. But
super good. Yeah, it's really good watch. But no, I like Baker. At this point in his career, I think everyone's kind of rooting for him too. He's shaking off that whole bust label kind of thing. Yeah. He's just a quarterback again. He's just an average NFL. So I like the weapons. Mike Evans had a better game than I thought. Everyone wrote him off. Maybe they shouldn't have.
Well, for good reason. I mean, Brady's no longer his quarterback. He's kind of declining in age. But
years with 1,000+ receptions.
Yeah.
I mean, or 1,000+ yards. That's
every year, right?
Every year of his career, man. I mean,
starting back to Josh Freeman.
Speaking of Johnny Manziel, he played college ball with Johnny Manziel. Full circle. Now he's playing with Baker Mayfield.
Fucking Bake the Snake and Johnny, dude. That is a full
Bake the Snake, Jake the Snake Plumber, man. Oh, old quarterbacks. God damn.
That's his nickname, dude. Yeah, I think this Buccaneers team, they're a fucking team almost just like the Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts, in that they have no expectations to win. Yep. They are going to play so free, especially with a guy like Baker, who's a fucking gamer. I mean, love him or hate him, the guy wants to win, and you can tell that on the football field.
Goddamn football player in every sense
game
of the word.
Clinching, or one of the game, a big first down. It was like 3rd and 3. He ran on a bootleg and he fucking dove forward for the first down. I mean, the guy's going to go all out to win the game, and that's not something you necessarily are looking forward to go against. Yeah, I know he's not the best QB in terms of the X's and O's and stuff like that, but if you know you got to go against a guy who's never going to fucking quit, got the back against the wall like Baker, I mean, you're going to have to play 4 quarters of pretty good football in order to make sure that they don't come back. Will they get blown out some games? Absolutely. I mean, this team is not very...
But Baker will chuck it, and he will try to win that game for you, goddammit. He's
and
not
Mike
going
Evans
out
will come down with some of them.
Oh, yeah.
And Chris Godwin will come down with some of them. So,
no quitting the guy.
Yeah. And let's be honest, this NFC South division is almost wide open. It's not like
I would say it's winnable. I mean, there's a favorite. I'd say there's a favorite, but I don't.
The Saints are the favorite for sure.
But exactly. But there's no one that is like, that they're gonna win this.
Yeah,
there's just not that. Not that.
Speaking of the Saints, let's move on to the Saints versus the Titans. Saints would win this 16-15.
Oh my god, this was a crap, dude. This was one of the worst games I've seen.
Really?
Dude, the Titans should have won this. There was an overturned call that Derek Carr, I forget if he fumbled or threw an interception, and it was a touchdown for the defense, and they overturned it, and that was bullshit. The Titans should have won this game. Should have had another touchdown. This score is a lie. The refs, that was crap. Michael Thomas looks good, but
Michael Thomas coming back. How about that? I mean, you pair him with Chris Olave and Derek Carr. I mean, he looks like he kind of knows what he's doing. 305 yards, a TD, did have an interception though. Yeah, but I mean, that's Derek Carr for you, and it was weird in the sense that it almost looks like Derek Carr has been a Saint his whole life. Like seeing him in the jersey, it wasn't that bizarre.
You just change the silver for the gold, that's it. You just
that's literally it. It looked nice. I liked it.
Yeah, no, and I think he fits in well there. He's got that. He could actually push the ball a little bit, which is good for Chris Olave, which obviously he had a pretty good game. Good God, they better hope Kamara comes back and shows something because Jamal Williams is trash. They should not have signed him.
What? He come after one game?
Yeah,
I'm not trash. He's not a fucking. He's not Alvin Kamara.
Cut him if he's on your fantasy team. Just drop him right now. He's worthless. Derrick Henry only playing half the snaps is crazy. Still put up good numbers.
Weird. Lots of catches. 15 carries, 63 yards, no TDs. And then he had how many catches? 2 catches for 56 yards.
Yeah, but the coach even said after the game he wasn't sure how that happened. It was a really weird game and how everything shook out, and he's going to be a huge part.
The head coach, Mike Vrabel, said that.
Something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was the offensive coordinator. One of the coaches after the game said that.
What? Okay, I was gonna say, Mike Vrabel, you're the fucking head coach. There's no, I don't know how that happened. You need to know exactly why that happened.
It very well might have been Mike Vrabel. I'm just saying. I'm not.
Well, I'm disappointed if he said that because you know how I feel about Mike Vrabel. I think he's top 5 in the game right now. And the fact that he came out and said that shit.
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't know how it happened? Oh, I just kind of want to, it just kind of happened. No.
It just happened.
You need to know fucking exactly what happened and why it happened and when it happened and make sure it won't happen again because Derrick Henry's your fucking best player. Sorry.
Yeah.
Speaking of good players on the Tennessee Titans, Ryan Tannehill is not one of them.
Okay.
3 interceptions. 3 interfucking-ceptions, and some of them were just like stupid. A couple of them were just forces to DeAndre Hopkins, who actually got mossed by Marshawn Lattimore. I wouldn't say mossed. It was a little iffy-whiffy, but I mean, I would say
went up and got
you do not let the damn. We're already running out of time.
Shit, that's not good.
Fuck, we might have to run it back another one, dude, because it's fucking. We're almost out of time. We're not even through half the fucking game. We're like
half. Yeah. Okay, we'll figure it out.
Jesus, doesn't feel like that time. This is a good podcast. Good conversations going on.
Good one. Yeah, football. We're excited.
All right. Yeah, but back to Ryan Tannehill, 3 interceptions, and none of them were even fucking close, dude.
Yeah, garbage. He looked really bad. I mean, Josh Allen, because Josh Allen had those same throws where it's just like you want to smack him in the face. Like you didn't see that guy in front of your receiver.
God, it's so bizarre to see Ryan Tannehill do that because when he first came to Tennessee, he looked like the perfect fit. He didn't turn the ball over much. He took his shots when he needed to. They ran the ball to Eric Henry. And going back to last year, and obviously coming back into this year, he's starting to fucking try and do shit that that's not you, Ryan. Like, that is not you.
Yeah.
Know your role. Keep the ball in your hands. Don't turn it over. Play solid D. That's your mantra of winning. I mean, that's not what they did this weekend.
You have a couple more games like this, Malik Willis or Will Levis or whoever the hell they drafted.
Will Levis,
it's going to be playing real soon. They have a lot of young quarterbacks on that roster that they've been early draft picks the last couple of years. I mean, Ryan Tannehill should absolutely be terrified he's going to lose his job if that's how he's going to play.
Yeah, because you could argue that he gave the game away.
For sure.
The Saints didn't get those 3 picks.
Won that.
Yeah,
it's not even close because they should have won it anyways. It was bad reffing, was why they lost the game. But the fact that he threw 3 picks and they still should, terrible play.
Yeah, not what you want to see.
No.
And then if you look at DeAndre Hopkins, 7 receptions, 65 yards. They were just targeting the shit out of him. 13 targets. I do like to see that.
Yeah, but he didn't look like. I don't know. Even in Arizona, he didn't look like DeAndre Hopkins I remember seeing in Texas. Let's be honest.
I thought he looked just as good. I mean.
Really? Oh, I just didn't see it. I didn't see those.
Well, he was injured.
I know, but even last year when he was healthy near the end, I don't know. Didn't see it.
Well, he was getting thrown to by fucking Colt McCoy. I mean, that's going to take a toll on you.
Washed.
Colt McCoy is washed.
No. DeAndre Hopkins is soapy and washed.
He's not. I think obviously he's not as great as he once was, but I think instead of let's say his best, he's a 97 overall. I think he's down to a 93, 92.
84. Oh, no.
Give me an 80 fucking 4?
Yes. You know what? Next time I play Madden, I'm going to check those ratings. I'm going to send you a picture. I bet he's like an 87.
I don't give a fuck with Madden. Madden's a fuck. Whoever the fuck creates Madden is
that's who Tyreek Hill. That's how he studies for his opponents. So careful how you talk about your best player.
I can't believe I drafted him first round.
44 points week 1.
I guess it's better to be lucky than good.
Should have kept him round 2 instead of keeping Barkley. I already regret it. Fucking regret it. Here we are.
All right.
We got a good one now.
Okay, let's move on. The 49ers Steelers. Can I take the bull by the horns here?
Go for it. Yeah, let's see what you got to say.
Well, I just kind of want to start off
with a little cry about Kenny Pickett.
God damn it! You gotta be fucking shitting me, Pittsburgh. All fucking year, Kenny Pickett was in my mind. He's the future. The defense is there. The receiving core is there. The coaching is there. And what do I know? Worst case fucking scenario, the Pittsburgh Steelers didn't fucking show up.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett sucks. I tried to tell you.
It's not. No. I'll get to that in a second. Let me just get this off my chest. Kenny Pickett, absolutely terrible game. Worst game I've ever seen him as a Pittsburgh Steeler. The defense, one of the worst games I've seen in the last 2 years. The fucking coaching, absolutely garbage. That's what this all falls on. No matter how bad, Minka Fitzpatrick did a lot of shitty stuff. He let Brock Purdy sauce him up. Yeah. TJ Watt was the only thing that did well. Cameron Hayward pushed out with a little groin injury. I mean, everything that could have went wrong. And you know who I blame the most? Mike Tomlin. If you bring your team out, you're going against one of the best fucking teams in football, if not the best. And you bring out that fucking shit, that performance, that's how you prepare your team. This is more than just Kenny Pickett being young. This is more than just the defense's first game together. They're trying to gel. This is consistent every fucking year. Mike Tomlin continuously puts out a team that is not ready to compete, not even just compete, not ready to even be on the same fucking field as the other great teams in the league. And this is absolutely ridiculous. Mike Tomlin, you need to clean it up. This is unacceptable. It's irresponsible. And most of all, it's not Pittsburgh Steelers football. And there, I rest my case, Sir Charles. You can have it.
Are we calling for you think it's time for a coaching? You think he's gotten a little complacent with his 500 record?
I think the 500 record is an absolute blown out of proportion stat. I mean, it doesn't mean shit to be able to barely
be 5 for sure.
Yeah.
But I just, maybe, hey, he's been a coach for a long time. Personally, I don't like to see 15 years. I think it's time for a little bit. I don't know, man. I agree, though. That offense came out really flat. I mean, I know the Niners defense is good, but guess what? The Steelers defense is really good, too. And
that's exactly. And we got our shit swamped.
Exactly. And I mean, as a Niners fan, obviously, I love to see that performance against that good of a defense. I was talking to fucking people about Steelers defenses, and I was like, if you tell me the Steelers defense isn't top 5, you're stupid. I
not like them. We ain't top 5 doing that.
Play
shit.
Like it. No,
God,
like
no.
But overall, that's a top 5 defense. But good God, I mean, Kenny Pickett just. Some of those throws were awful.
He looked fucking rattled.
He looked scared. He looked like he was seeing ghosts. Like people talk about that Sam Darnold game, that Jets game where he just was fucking throwing the ball and running away from nothing. That's what it looked
inaccurate. And these are things I've never seen out of Kenny Pickett. I've never seen him that jittery in the pocket. I've never seen him miss throws like he did. I've never seen him fucking be that skittish in a game. And this is why I'm not taking Kenny Pickett's just not the truth. I know why you would say that because, I mean, you're fucking, you don't watch every Steeler game and, it's easy to just write the fucking guy. Yeah. But this isn't, like I said, this is week 1. We got to refresh. I'm sure we'll be good, but this is, I thought we were a lot further along already than what we are.
Yeah, no, it's
disappointing to see that we are a fucking. I mean, honestly, this game could have been 45-7.
I mean, I was worried. I bet on football. Obviously, I didn't bet this game because I really just obviously I like to bet but I just wasn't sure because Steelers are a good defense. Brock Purdy, he's just coming off an injury. I just didn't know. Mm-hmm. So I mean, great to see it on my end. So obviously, sad to see it on your end. Shit happens. It's a long season. Shit'll get better. But Niners look fantastic. McCaffrey looks great. Holy shit!
Niners picked up exactly where they fucking left off
with Purdy before absolutely they picked up right in that. I mean, God, I was happy to see Purdy come out and just not miss a beat after that. Tommy John. I mean, he looked great. Just everything.
Purdy looks really good.
He looks like a really solid quarterback, and I'm happy to. And he's just calm. You look at him, and he's just
very calm, precise.
Just relaxed back there, man. Just taking his time, doing his thing. I mean, Brandon Ayuk is probably the best wide receiver on this team. I feel pretty comfortable saying that at this point after that performance. I mean, it was opportunity, but God damn, he took advantage of it. Some of those catches, that second touchdown catch was ridiculous.
I mean, Patrick Peterson, I don't get how you just don't. All he had to do was just lift up his right arm.
Just kind of do nothing.
Lift it up. He didn't know. He fucking didn't. And
he's old. He couldn't do it fast enough. But hell of a week.
Hell of a fucking
Niners,
game,
man. Yep.
The only thing good I can say, obviously, TJ Watt, 3 sacks, 2 strip fumbles, one of them recovered by him. He's fucking locked in. He's ready to go. But yeah, to make matters worse is we were down 20-0. Then we had that 95. Somehow we can't put together a normal 60-yard, 70-yard drive.
It's got to be 90.
Got to be under fucking 2 minutes on the fucking 5-yard line, and we got to drive 95 yards all the way down the field. Then we can score. And to see that right before half, we go 20-7. I'm thinking, okay, maybe we can make it a game. And then I don't know why, because Mike Tomlin never makes halftime adjustments. The guy never makes any fucking sort of adjustment at all.
Old school coach, man.
And this is the big, and there's another thing. Let me enter this in here. George Pickens even came out and said, we are expecting them to run cover 4. They were expecting them to run cover 4 and stuff like that the whole time. Then he came out and said they were definitely not running cover 4, they're running cover 3, which is another example of the bad coaching. As a coach, the whole coaching staff,
wrongly prepared. You didn't know what to expect.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just the same fucking little things every time. Now, obviously, I'm sure this team will pick it up. but before that, so we came down 20-7 going into half, thinking maybe we can make it a game, and then sure enough, a fucking like 90-yard run by Christian McCaffrey. I wasn't even in my seat. I was in the kitchen. All of a sudden, I hear, "And look at McCaffrey go down the line!" Oh my god! And I was like, "Well, fuck! Wow, touchdown!"
It's a good moment, man. I mean, the Niners defense, I was really happy to see Bosa. That addition of Javon Hargrave. I mean, that defensive line is ridiculous. It's gonna be a fun season. I don't think anyone wants to play them. Oh yeah, the Niners edition of Javon Hargrave with Nick Bosa and everything they already got going on with that defense. Him? Oh, I think he looked good, man. I think that fucking obviously the defensive line looks pretty good. I'm excited. I think we're really just I don't think you want to be a quarterback looking at that defensive front. Or
God no. Kenny Pickett sure didn't.
No, he did not. I mean, no. So I don't care. They're gonna be coming after you. I don't care who your offensive line is. I don't care who the quarterback is. They're gonna get to you. So it should be a good year.
I will end it with this. I will say I totally underestimated how many of the Niners, just players in general, are on the team. As I watched the game, I totally forgot about half the people that are already there. The Niners look like obviously, to me, and maybe I'm biased because they just fucking shitted on the Steelers. They look like the best team in the league. And really, I don't think it's... My mom's in here. She's a Seahawks fan, so she doesn't want to hear that. But
well, that's too bad because the Seahawks looked awful.
Yeah, well, okay. Let's move off this game. We're going to move to the Cardinals versus the Commanders. Kind of a shit stain of a game.
Sam Howell really starting off his MVP campaign kind of slow. He's going to have to pick it up.
Kind of slow.
I mean, good God.
Yeah, a little bit. 202 yards, a TD, and an interception. He also ran one in, by the way. Guy
I did. I do know that. He is quick, man. He's a little, He's
a gamer. The guy's a gamer. I think this is exactly what we thought would happen. The Cardinals, they were a little bit more. They kind of suck.
They suck. Yeah. The score is impressive for what is more than I expected, but God, they look bad. Dobbs is not that's what I'm saying. Dobbs is not a starting quarterback.
Dobbs is just not. He was always our fourth string. I believe he was always on our practice squad behind Mitch Trubisky and Duck Hodges, and wow. Yeah,
I mean, Marquise Brown has got to be pissed. Duck Hodges. What a name right there. I wonder if he's still out there doing duck calls. But
he's dating a country singer.
Oh, good for him. I'm glad he's, getting out there. But Brian Robinson looks really good. Great story. Obviously, dude got shot about 45 minutes an hour away from where I live now. Great place. Yeah, great part of town. I'm not surprised they tried to steal his car. Outside of DC is just not a part you should go to. But good for him, man. Antonio Gibson, by the way, always had fumble issues. Fumbled again with like 4 touches. Like, you got to think the coaches just want to fucking smack him with a frying pan. I mean, how many more chances is he going to get? So,
I agree. It's a mess over there in both Arizona and in Washington. But
shit show bowl.
Sam Howell, he'll pick it up soon. But the Washington Commanders would take this one 22-16. And we will move on to the Texans versus Ravens, which, how about them Texans, baby?
So, that was Ravens offense looked bad. I just want to start off.
Lamar Jackson looks bad.
J.K. Dobbins, I am so sad. This just a dude who is obviously a great talent. I mean, he looked great while he was on the field. Obviously can't stay healthy. You got to wonder if this is the end for him after all the injuries.
Where do you go from here? It's been every year a fucking injury.
No one's going to invest. You can't stay on the field. It might just be time to pack it up and look at something else. I mean, at this point, it's kind of just heartbreaking. That sucked to see. Besides that, I kind of like what they're doing with the offense. Zay Flowers looks explosive. Holy shit, Roquan Smith is just a beast of a linebacker. That dude is everywhere at the same time. I don't even understand. I think he had like 15, 16 tackles, a sack.
I can't believe the fucking Ravens.
Ridiculous. Oh my God, I know. And they got him for fucking a third round pick. The Bears
so cheap.
Bears are a trash organization.
They are.
Obviously, pay the man when you're that good. Just pay the dude. It'll work out later.
Yeah, Roquan Smith, 16 total tackles, 8 solo, 1 sack, 2 tackles for loss, 1 QB hit. I mean,
just what the heck? I mean, just doing everything. Yeah. Texans, I don't know. CJ Stroud and Nico Collins might have a little connection going on there.
Yeah, dude. I saw you like Nico Collins. He was on your fantasy team.
He was. I had to make some moves away from him. I really do like Nico Collins. It's just, you got to make moves to fit your roster at times. He's one of those guys that's fringe. So he's going to be on and off people's roster all year. Yeah. But honestly, if he has a couple more performances like this first week, he's not going to be dropped again. You'll be riding on someone's roster the rest of
And
the
you know
year.
the Texans,
so.
they're gonna see what they got with CJ Stroud. They're gonna let him throw the ball.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that means opportunities for Nico Collins, and which means strong
Even,
fantasy output.
Even Robert Woods, who's getting a lot of targets out there. I mean, he's not what he used to be, but he was getting some looks. And Damian Pierce kind of disappointed. I know the Ravens defense is good, but
that's what I think it is too. And
I hope so. Yeah, because I was not impressed after really liking him last year. So.
Yeah, I'm impressed overall by the Texans. They really kept this a close game. The score doesn't really show how close it was, but this was a kind of a ball buster for the Ravens for a little bit. Lamar Jackson
looked bad.
17 for 22, 169 yards, 0 TDs, 1 interception. And that interception was absolutely terrible.
Costly. Yeah, that was bad.
The guy jump throws so many times, and he even had a fumble. It should have been recovered by the Texans, but because he kept the ball in his hand, he wasn't running like
he runs
back.
Around like that. Yeah, he runs, and he does those jump throws, which isn't really NFL quarterback stuff.
Odell Beckham, he's an afterthought now.
He's done. Yeah. Rashad Bateman, I think they're going to keep working him in. I think he's going to take Beckham's spot. I think Beckham he doesn't have it left. Will Anderson. I
just don't think Lamar Jackson has it in him to be able to feed the receivers like that. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll see. I think he has enough to get a wide receiver and a tight end fed, but he has to play better than this. Their offensive line needs to play better than this, first of all. That wasn't doing them a whole lot of favors. Will Anderson Jr., like I was saying, might have been the best player in the draft last year. He sure looked the part week 1. I'm not sure what the final stats were, but goddamn, he had a couple plays where he looked like one of those difference-making linebackers that really just can change a game. So I'm excited to see what he does over the course of the year. Or defensive end, I guess now, in footman. But he had a sack, 6 tackles. Great start for a rookie. Gonna have a good year.
Yeah. The Ravens would take that one 25-9. We will now move on to the Packers versus the Bears. And I know what you're saying. I know what you got to be thinking right now. If you're a Green Bay Packer fan, you got to love it, baby.
Oh, man, you have to. B obviously hated to see this. I was telling. He said
a Bears fan, isn't he?
Big Bears fan, really,
wow.
For no reason. Never lived anywhere near Chicago. I don't know.
Those are the worst ones because they chose it. They chose destiny.
Yes, he did. He chose to be a Bears fan. You hate to, and that's just whatever. I'm not going to judge, but Jordan Love looks like the next Green Bay quarterback who's going to be pretty damn good. He did this without Christian Watson.
15 for 27, 245, 3 TDs.
3 touchdowns. And it should have been 4. Musgrave dropped one. I mean, that should have, he had a couple, just a really good game overall. Romeo Doubs looked the part. I know Christian Watson wasn't out on the field, but I mean, that just means there's more room for this passing attack to grow. Aaron Jones hopefully doesn't miss any time. We'll see. Hurt? Yeah, he pulled up on his hammy that long 35-yard touchdown run. He didn't practice today. It sounds like he's probably going to play. He said he's fine. The team seems to be taking it a little cautious. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, this Packers team looks like the Packers have. I don't think the Packers really miss Aaron Rodgers at this point. I think they're happy to see
what happened Monday.
Well, not after that for sure, but they're happy to have some young blood in there. Maybe future franchise quarterback, and it's exciting. I can't wait for Christian Watson to come back because I'm a big believer in that guy too. Yeah, that's gonna be fun to watch. Yeah. Bears, Justin Fields.
Bears, they're picking up right where they left off last year too. Just a complete shit show.
Can't throw. DJ Moore 2 targets. First of all, there's no excuse for you getting DJ Moore, trading what you did for him, and then not using him. That's just bad coaching. I don't know. I've lost faith in the Bears almost completely. Roquan Smith, we were just talking about trash organization. They just don't make smart football moves.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same old with the Bears. Justin Fields, he looks like a good, Madden quarterback. He doesn't look like a guy that can lead a team to be a great team. Looks like he can be a great player, but not a great leader.
Yep.
But yeah, that is what it is. Green Bay Packers, they would win 38-20 against their rival Chicago. Let's move into the Raiders versus Broncos. I like this one, man. I think although there obviously has to be a loser, the Raiders would win 17-16 against the Broncos. I think both these teams should come out with, specifically I'm talking to the Denver Broncos because they lost, but with a good head on their shoulders. They look like a complete team this year. They don't look fucking absolutely miserable like they did last year. So, I mean, I think you got to be excited for that. Russell Wilson, he went 27 for 34, 177 yards and 2 TDs. not gaudy numbers, but a
The
lot better
yards
than
per completion are just crazy to me. How many yards per attempt is? I mean, what the hell kind of number? That's just not Russell Will. It's weird. But Sean Payton offense. Drew Brees was never really a push the field guy. Sean Payton's there now. Drew Brees, he had the record for completion percentage there for a while. I think someone broke it, but this is what you expect out of the Sean Payton offense. It's not really exciting, but they looked definitely better coached. Javonte Williams might be better than people think after that catastrophic
like
knee
what
injury
you
last
think.
year. Yeah, I really thought after he completely destroyed his knee, he was kind of done, but he looks like he might be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, he didn't look like great or
Perrine
explosive
looks
or
really
anything.
good. That
Kareem
guy
does
can
look, yeah,
fly.
yeah. There's a reason Sean Payton brought him in. He's going to get a lot of burn. But yeah, the Raiders, I mean, Josh Jacobs didn't look like himself.
Yeah, 19 carries for 48 yards with 2.5
Yeah,
yards per carry.
rough.
Rough start. I mean, that ain't going to
Really
get you a
bad.
good contract next year. I'll tell you that right
No,
now.
that's going to get you a damn, we used you up bye. So,
See you
yeah.
later, alligator.
Devontae Adams obviously just is Devontae. He's going to get catches. He's going to
And
get
how about
targets.
Jacoby Myers? 9 receptions,
Yeah,
81 yards, and 2
that was a
tugs.
surprise. Yeah, and then he's in the concussion protocol. I don't even know what happened, but now they're talking about he might not play this week.
Wow.
Just yeah, but no, the Raiders. I don't think it's. No, don't get excited. Broncos don't get excited either. But they might be competent football teams this year.
I like the Raiders, man. I like the stability Jimmy G bring to this team. And honestly,
Yeah,
they could
all
have. They could
5
have
games
put
he
in.
plays. The 4 more games you'll get out of him this season. Enjoy
Oh,
them.
they're going to be real stable for about 7 games. Then they're going to fucking
Week 8,
fall
everything hits the fan. Welcome to Jimmy G as your quarterback.
You think you guys are
Oh
number
my
1 in the
God.
league? You're doing good, having fun, and then bam!
Next thing you're like, Nathan Peterman. Who the fuck is this guy in the backfield?
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about it. But yeah, the Broncos, Raiders, I think you should have a good head on your shoulders. These are 2 teams. I think they're not going to be any, especially the Broncos specifically. They're not going to be the same Broncos as they were last year.
No.
But Raiders would win this one 17-16. Let's move on to the Eagles versus the Patriots, which is another game that was surprising.
It was.
How the fuck did the Patriots not get blown out? And it started off bad. It started off 16-0 on the Eagles. And I was kind of happy because I was like, well, Pittsburgh just got blown out. Let's see the Patriots get blown out, and it'll be
things feel better.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nope, not the case. Patriots.
Not with Mac Jones as your quarterback, baby. He was slinging that thing. Mac fucking Jones.
Fucking Bill O'Brien out there calling plays. And so it's amazing what happens when instead of having a defensive coordinator like Matt Patricia calling your plays, actually bringing in someone who's an offensive minded guy.
Who would have thought? It is weird. The Eagles, they looked like a team that didn't play all preseason, and guess what? None of those guys played all preseason. Yeah. They're lucky they got out of there with the win. I think you can kind of chalk this up as to rusty. I mean, AJ Brown and Devontae Smith had good games. Jalen Hurts just didn't do a lot. Gainwell got all the burn at running back. That was
baby, and I got him stashed.
Oh, I got him in a league too. Look at that. I got him in one of them.
League. Oh yeah,
nice. Yeah, good stuff. But,
none of our leagues, but I got him in a good league.
The Eagles are. I think they're going to be fine. I wouldn't worry about this. The Patriots might be better. Mac Jones might. Maybe Mac Jones is showing a little something.
Well,
I don't think he's ever going to live up
54, 316
I know
yards,
a lot of attempts, but I didn't think he was even the type to maybe keep you in a game like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
really?
I thought
he was a little bit weak-minded then.
Well, not even that. I just thought it was if you have Mac Jones throwing over 35, 40 times, things have gone terribly wrong in your 20. You're down 28 points. You know what I mean? Because that's not the recipe. But I mean, hey, he kept it competitive. Hurts, I need you to do more next week because 12 points as my fantasy quarterback and as my goddamn 6th round keeper
he only got 12
is a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, and I still fucking won barely. Aaron Rodgers tearing his Achilles on play 4 really helped me out there. Shout out.
I'm not gonna lie, that helped me in
helped me. Too. I was at 56% chance, and then he tore his Achilles, and I was like, "Well, there's 100." So yeah, I hate to see it, but hey, shit happens. Rest up, Aaron Rodgers. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But Eagles will be fine. Defense maybe not the same. They put a bunch of guys on the injury report too. Cornerback looking like he's going to miss the game. Same with the safety. Fletcher Cox is dinged up. Kind of concerning that Kobe Dean just went on IR when there's, I think, tackle leader from last year at linebacker. So, I mean, that's never good to see, but I got faith in the Eagles. But they got competition in the Cowboys this year, so they better get their shit together.
Yeah, they
this
do.
isn't going to be a walk-away division this year. The Cowboys defense is absolutely fucking nasty, and that's going to be a matchup I cannot wait to watch.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Eagles would take this one 25-20. New England moves to 0-1. Philadelphia 1-0. Patriots look good, though, to be able to put up this type of game against the Philadelphia Eagles is good. With that being said, we will move on to the Dolphins versus the Chargers. Probably the most exciting game of the week this year. 36-34. Dolphins would take it, and Tua Tagovailoa is fucking picking up right where he left off last season.
Yeah, right before he smacked his head. He looks just like that same player.
You got to wonder when that's coming. But it didn't come this game, and he was able to stay clean this game. 28 for 45, 466 yards, 3 TDs, 1 interception. Tyreek Hill, 11 receptions, 215 yards, and 2 TDs. I mean, when's that guy going to slow down? Never.
When he finally retires in a year or two, but there's no answer for that, dude. The actual, I don't know, this is just an interesting thing. Someone at the sports books came out and said the player who moves the line more than anyone else that's not a quarterback is Tyreek Hill. No other position player. Quarterbacks move the line more than 2 points, but if Tyreek Hill is in or out of a game, that will shift the point spread 2 points either direction. That is the most valuable player to the sports books that's not a quarterback. I just thought that was interesting.
We're going to click that.
Yeah, that's an ability to change a game.
We're putting that in a short right there. Sir Charles VIII coming in with the good fucking facts. Tyreek Hill just is the next level guy, man. I mean that's good shit.
And it makes sense. He's that explosive. I get why he shifts a lot. I mean, that guy in a game can absolutely, you're not out of it. Because if you can chuck it up and he has a chance to catch it, you can go win any game.
Yeah. And, the guy can take a 5-yard pass for 60-yard TD like that. So I get it. Yeah.
Chargers looked good. Herbert
Chargers looked like the same damn Chargers as can put up points, but for some reason at the end of the game.
No, they should have won this. There's no
They
reason.
even had the ball. They had the chance to do it. And a fucking sack.
Yeah. They had every chance to win this game. The Dolphins really shouldn't have, but God damn it, that offense is just so explosive. If you give them a minute, they can get down the field. And their defense, I know there was a lot of hype. Oh man, their defense can be good this year. I don't think it is. I know they got some talent on there. Maybe when Jalen Ramsey comes back, but
they got a lot to shore up on the running game because they just gave up 2 fucking rushers. I mean, Josh Kelly and Austin Eckler are in top 5 in rushing right now. So it's
that's not okay.
Yeah.
And and that's, they're supposed to be better, and it didn't look like it. And the Dolphins, honestly, I don't know. They just don't strike me as a defensive team. I don't really know if I'll
never have for me either.
Defense. No, just not one of those teams that, know, there's certain teams you think of: Bears, Steelers, Ravens, like, all right, defense. Okay, Dolphins, high flying, throwing the ball,
colors,
getting out
green.
There. It might be,
green and orange.
But they're just, and they had good defenses. There was that Zach Martin. Was that not Zach Martin? Zach, God damn it, linebacker, white dude.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about.
Zach Thomas.
Thank you. Yes, Zach Thomas. Great. They had the bald linebacker, number 99. God,
Jason Taylor.
Jason Taylor. Thank you. Look, see, I can describe them. You name them. We're just fucking knocking them out here. But
I'm just thinking of Madden loading screens. That's all I'm thinking about.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's fair. But no, I liked. It was an exciting game. Dolphins are actually now the betting favorite to win the division after this week. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
Plus 135.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, the Dolphins would win that 36-34. Chargers look like same old. Dolphins looking like the offensive juggernaut that they always will be. They look like they don't have a defense still, but that's okay.
Ever.
A lot of fucking football to be played. Let's move on now to the LA Rams versus the Seahawks, which was, I'm going to say, the biggest shock of the Sunday. Because, I mean, who the fuck would have thought the Rams would even be good enough to put up 30 points, let alone the Seahawks be bad enough to only put up 13 points on the Rams? I mean, Jesus Christ. Matthew Stafford, 334 yards.
Guess who's back, baby? Matthew goddamn Stafford is back. And he announced it against some pretty good defense.
I mean, a defense that you got to think would have held them more or less. I mean, you got
two good corners at
least. Corners on your
I was going to say, you have really good defensive backs at least. And the fact that he went out there and shredded them with Puka Nacua, Tutu Atwell. But honestly, man, Puka
I love
I heard
Puka.
his name a lot in fantasy shit. I don't know, the last couple months, just here and there, you'd hear it. He fell to the 5th round in the draft because he went to multiple schools. He has extensive injury history. It was never a question about how good this guy could be. The fact that he has all of those red flags and was still taken in the 5th round. I mean, there was people talking about way before, like, just a guy to watch, a lot of talent. Then, of course, everything unfolds with Cup, unfortunately, and holy shit, he got the chance, and he tied Tyreek Hill for the most targets and target share in week 1,
Yeah,
which is
dude, the
nuts.
man got like
5th
what,
round rookie,
fucking
15
16
targets.
targets?
Yeah,
Yeah,
10
fuck.
catches, 119 yards. And Stafford just kept looking to him. He was kind of playing that Cooper Kupp role. So he looks really good. Maybe it's only while Cooper Kupp's out. Who knows when Cooper Kupp's coming back at this point. So maybe this is this could be a breakout thing. Everyone has said the talent's there. If this dude can stay healthy, there's always that guy week 1 that puts up a crazy performance, and it just keeps going all year.
Yeah.
And he looks like that guy right now.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah, he's exciting.
Coming into the season, you had to think, I mean, I know it's a shot. It's kind of weird to say it right now because they only gave up 13 points to the Seahawks, but this defense is in question. Obviously, they have Aaron Donald. Slap a quick double team on him, and who else do you got? You don't know.
No one. No.
I mean, maybe they do have someone, and this is like the first game where they're putting their stamp as hey, they're a defense to be messing with or whatnot. But I mean, you got to think this team is going to be into some shootouts, which means more targets, more offensive capability, more stats, and which means more fantasy points for your fantasy team. Yes, and I'm really looking at Matthew Stafford right now because that guy still has it.
He's it. I was going to say last year was a fluke. Whatever injury he was dealing with, his arm's fine again. I don't think you have any questions about that after watching.
Check that off the box.
Right? Oh, Stafford fine. And now they're like, damn, I wish we had Cup back because maybe we're not as bad as everyone was thinking with this roster. So I think people wrote them off saying Stafford was done. And like Geno last year, he didn't write back. Geno might finally be writing back this year because he looked like shit. Maybe he's writing back. He looked really bad. We'll see. Maybe he was a 1-year wonder. I don't even
especially at home.
I don't want to get too into it because I'm just going to absolutely ragdoll the Seahawks. You guys, what the fuck? Yeah, I mean, he lost to the Rams. Obviously. What the fuck? I mean, just pathetic. That's all I got to say about it.
Yeah,
Seahawks
I mean,
that's
good. All you really can say about it. LA Rams, they're 1-0. Seahawks 0-1. I mean, but this is also week 1, like we talked about in the beginning.
Overreact to this one. The Seahawks are trash. Okay. Terrible team.
Charles is saying that the Seahawks will be absolutely garbage this year.
I saw people picking them to make the Super Bowl. They aren't even going to make the playoffs. Calling it right now.
Who the fuck said the Seahawks are making the Super Bowl?
There were 2. I don't know. To be fair, one of them was. No, I'm not going to say that. That sounds bad. 2 people on NFL Network picked them to win the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Well, I will say this: the Seahawks are definitely a team, kind of like the Steelers, in the sense that they get their best football going November, December, and they start making their push.
Yeah.
But at the same time, man, this Rams team, if they are who we thought they were, that's not a good start.
No, that's not. And we'll find out the next couple of weeks if this was a really good victory for the Rams or if, oh man, this Seahawks team is just a big disappointment. It's one of the two.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's move on to Sunday Night Football. Goddamn, holy shit. I thought Steelers were the laughing stock of the league. Nope. The goddamn New York Football Giants. Where's your coat at?
It's not on today. We decided to wear the Niners jacket after. Huh. I gotta say dude, I didn't even watch the end of that. That was just brutal. Holy shit, that Cowboys defense is everywhere. There's more than 11 guys on the field. I don't care what anyone says. There's 13 guys playing defense for the Cowboys this year. That was
my God.
Whew. And Daniel Jones didn't even look terrible, but just like, dude, everything the Giants, there's just nothing they could do. Everything just got blown up over and over. And he's, to be fair, the fucking weather was shit. They were on a lightning and thunderstorm warning. Everyone was pushed off the field before the game started.
But zero.
But yeah, and Daniel Jones, I give him credit because he stayed out there with all the backups that whole goddamn game, soaking wet, and he did not stop trying. You got to love that if that's your quarterback. You got to respect the hell out of it. I mean, he's pretty good, and he's trying to win no matter what. So, dude, they have a big bounce back game. Don't get me wrong. They got Arizona Cardinals this week. Barkley's got a fucking 150 scrimmage yards. Easy. I think this is a game. They just feed Barkley, try to get back on track. You can shred the Arizona defense.
Yeah.
But, dude, just a scary start after last year.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys look kind of legit. The offense,
of course, they look
great,
legit.
but when your defense gets you that many points, I mean, you don't have to do much. Tony Pollard, though, looks every bit the part.
They made the right move.
Yes,
I think they might have been a year too late on making the move towards him. To be honest with
Tony
you,
Pollard looks really, really good, and if he's going to keep doing that with 20 touches, he's going to be a top 5 fantasy back this year too, which is go me. I had both backs actually, so and actually I had a prop bet. DraftKings had a over 120 rushing yards, and it was pushed to plus 100. They combined for 121 rushing yards, so we can cash that guy. But man, that one made me sweat.
Wow.
Woof.
Yeah. There's really not much to say here. The Giants got absolutely shit swarmed, and the Cowboys, they look phenomenal. Yep. But it's the Cowboys, man. I'm not fucking writing home about them being absolutely great anyway. It's not like the Giants have this fucking great offense at all. They are a team that's almost kind of built on their defense. I mean, last year they were built on running the ball, going through Saquon. Daniel Jones would make a few plays here and there, but their defense would keep them in it. And when your defense is giving up 40 fucking points,
I mean, what are you supposed to do?
What are you going to do? To be honest with you, I missed like the first 6 minutes of this game, and I came back and I seen the score.
I was
I was like, Jesus Christ, are you kidding me? I mean, this is supposed to be. And remember when I told you this is the last fucking matchup I want to see week 1 on Sunday Night Football. It was the Cowboys versus Giants, and look at it.
Right, that was a terrible game to watch. Yeah, it's really sucks because I was out somewhere fucking with wifey's got a bunch of family in town. One of the dude's friends is a big Cowboy fan. I was talking shit, tell him to turn. No, I told him I left before the game. I said, you better just turn this fucking thing off, though. You're not going to want to watch this. So next time I see him, I got a bad time coming for me. I'm gonna put open mouth, insert foot. Oh yeah.
Oh God, that reminds me of this week. I was at my buddy Nick's house. He's a big Niner fan, and I was just talking shit before the game.
Fucked up. Yeah.
And then before you know it, it was 20-0.
Yes. Speaking also, man, that everything going on in that fantasy chat, that was some shit, man. Oh my God.
Dude, Brandon's the biggest
intense. I opened it to 186 messages. I was like, oh man, this got wild.
Dude, it's one of those where like if you miss 5 minutes, just you missed it. Okay. You're not going to scroll back and watch.
Sure. No, it was funny though. Yeah. I caught the first end of it and then I had to just close it off. But man, that was some shit.
Yeah.
Ugh,
But football's back,
Giants
baby.
Suck.
We love it.
Yep. It is back. Giants suck. Cowboys are really good. I hate this because it's already started. Cowboys to the Super Bowl. I already hear it. I already fucking see it.
Oh yeah, people say it. I don't think the Giants necessarily suck. I just think they had a very bad game. Super Bowl
contender. I think their defense is not going to do this every week. Dak didn't look good. You can say whatever you want. Dak doesn't look like old Dak. I don't know what's wrong with Dak. He looks like he got a little bit too much Tony Romo seasoning mixed.
Well, he just got a new leg tat, dude.
Oh, that's right. It's probably a little
so
sore.
He's kind of
they sedated him for that. He got put under to fucking what a pussy, right? I know.
Yeah.
But, fucking loser.
Yeah.
But so fuck the Cowboys. They'll lose soon, we hope. And we can just put this all to rest.
It will be to rest. Don't worry about it. Next game, the final game of the week, the most intense game, I would say, of the week, the most fucking tension cut game. The Bills versus the Jets on Monday Night Football. Let's just get through it right now. Aaron Rodgers is out for the goddamn year. 4 plays into his Jets career, and he is done. And that's what else is there to say?
It's heartbreaking. You hear Garrett Wilson talk about it. I watched the interview he had. It was on NFL Network, I think. And he said, I talked to him at halftime, and he just said, sorry, kid. And Aaron Rodgers probably genuinely feels bad. He was like, dude, the things I'm about to do for Garrett Wilson this year, this is going to be so much fun. And I mean, you could even tell Garrett Wilson was heartbroken about it. But Rodgers already said he's coming back. He said, I'll be back.
He did say that. He said the dawn is most
darkest before the rise. Yeah.
The dawn or something.
Night is dark. It's like that.
Some real Aaron Rodgers shit. I'm assuming he's already at another darkness retreat.
But I have no doubt. I mean, if you're talking about a mentally tough dude who's going to come back from this at 39, I have no doubt Aaron Rodgers. If he says he's coming back from it, guess what? He's coming back from it. He's going to be physically fine.
He ain't taking it, and his arm isn't going to be.
If anything, he's gonna really rest that shoulder up, which at that age might not be a bad thing long term. Especially he's been talking about playing until he's 45. This might be the year off that gives him that rest to play another 3-4 years. Because he was talking 2 years.
Would you even bring back Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, you absolutely do. Because Zach Wilson isn't Aaron Rodgers
feels about the fact that he just restructured his contract to where he's only getting paid $1 million this year.
Yeah.
Like fucking.
But
hey,
I mean,
dude.
I think he's coming. I think he's.
I think he's coming back too.
And I think if you're the Jets, if he wants to come back, you let him come. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback. He still has it. I mean, he still has that. Last year was a bad year for him, but you know who doesn't have it? Josh Allen. When are we going to talk about that? This guy is not.
I think Josh Allen does have it
at a high level. No, he's not
No,
consistent.
he has it. He has it.
No,
it's just he doesn't know when to fucking quit. He doesn't know when to just throw the ball away and not force a corner route or does not do this.
He tries too hard.
He has it. Exactly.
Until he takes until he learns to take the easy play though, it doesn't matter. He has a lot of talent, he does, but dude, some of those throws, I saw the linebacker in coverage. I haven't played football since goddamn middle school, and you're telling me I saw the linebacker on that play and you didn't? Like, come on, man. It's just some of the. I mean, it's the same dude, 3 interceptions. Whitehead is on pace for 51 interceptions this season. I saw some stats here. Hold on, what was it? Tua's on pace for about 7,600 passing yards. Christian McCaffrey's on pace for 3,500 all-purpose yards. And Whitehead's on pace for 51 interceptions. So it's a crazy fucking week 1, man. It's gonna be a fucking exciting year.
Oh yeah, man. I loved it, man. I mean, obviously it's a really sad day of the 9/11 scenario. It being in New York, very emotional. I mean, coming out, you seen Aaron Rodgers run with the flag in his hand. It was very inspiring. You even seen him during the national anthem, closed eyes and everything. It was almost like a movie. And then he gets hurt. That sucks. But for the Jets to win it in the fashion that they did with a goddamn punt return in overtime for a touchdown.
That was exciting.
That goes up with Deshaun Jackson's return against the Giants all those years ago.
It was up there. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It was up there. I don't know if you saw this. There was a bar in Wisconsin that was offering if the Rodgers loses, and everyone at the end realizing they had to pay their goddamn tab.
Right?
The Jets came back was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
But that's what you get for rooting against a guy who won you a Super Bowl. You fucking piece of shit fans.
That is a little bit weird.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a little shitty. Like, but whatever. Yeah, bad sports.
Especially after you guys dominated Sunday. It's not like you guys are in a bad spot. You guys.
That's what I'm saying. You guys are fine. You're obviously in a better spot now because guess who isn't playing for anyone this year? Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. But Josh Allen, it's everything Stephon Diggs gets frustrated about and you hear about, you see it week 1. And that's a problem.
Yeah, that was very blatant.
That's a problem. I mean, just the slants and just I don't know, man. It doesn't look good. James Cook looked good, but I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about the Bills this year. I think
Josh Allen made a lot of mistakes. They could have easily won that game.
They could have.
Josh Allen just needs to hold it, and I think he will eventually. I mean, I still think this team's a fucking 12 to 11, 13 win team.
Yeah, maybe.
I still think they're the front runners to win this division, but
Dolphins all day.
Well, we'll see.
7,500 passing yards.
Shut the fuck. If only the NFL ended in 1 week, that would be the fucking shit.
Be some shit, man.
Yeah. But yeah, that's fucking week 1 of the first that's week 1 of the 2023-2024 NFL season. That's
in the books.
Me, TBloom, Sir Charles VIII over there in his San Francisco here.
Yeah.
We will see you on Saturday.
Oh, hold up. We got to make I got the Eagles. I got the Eagles. I'm a little worried. It's going to be a high scoring game.
Where's this at? Are they home or away?
In Philly, I do believe. Don't quote me on that.
I'm going to Philly.
You got to go Philly. But defensive backs missing for Philly. Terrible defensive backs for the Vikings. This might be a fucking shootout. AJ Brown, Justin Jefferson, Devontae Smith. This might be fun to watch. So tune in. Yeah,
it should be fun to watch. Absolutely. I'm going to go with Philly though. I think it's just it's going to be that way. But with that being said, I'm TBloom. That's your co-host, Sir Charles.
We out.
We will see you Saturday for week 2 predictions and everything else NFL. TBloom Nation, thanks for tuning in, and we will be back.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.